Hey guys, it's Loves to Loom here. Today I'm going to show you how to create my single strand bracelet. This was actually the original bracelet I came up with, and then from this one is how I created my crisscross and my stitch it right. This one has a couple different steps than those versions, but it is very simple and very skinny, as you can see. But since it's similar to those, I figured I'd get it released this weekend along with Stitch It Right. So for today's bracelet, you will need 90 bands total. The breakdown is 31 of this blue border. You will need 31 of this grayish border here, and 28 of this brown. So all instructions will be given based on a full length bracelet, but I will just be using 2 loom lengths to save on time like I have been doing. If you wanted to do just 2 lengths like me, it does get a 6-inch bracelet though. So that can help you decide, but let's go ahead and get our bands ready and I'll explain the loom setup in just a moment. To make this bracelet, you will need to have at least 2 bar pins wide. Like I said in the introduction, I'm going to be using 2 sets. So I'm going to have 2 bars here and 2 bars in front, so 4 total. But if you want a full wraparound bracelet, you will need to connect another set. So you will need 6 total. And we are going to decide on our first color, which is going to be the bright blue border right here. I'm going to use some purple and gold. I don't know what these are called. I think they're Persian bands from rainbowloom.com. So the first thing we're going to do is lay 1 in the very center just for later on, closing it up. And then we're going to go out to the right. We are going to lay a total of 30 of these. So this one is 1, that will be 2, and you will go on until you lay 30 of them. Hopefully my color combination comes out looking okay. I usually like to test it, but I didn't. I'm sticking with like all purples today. I usually don't like to do that. Okay, so I've just laid my last one. If you're using the 3 loom lengths, then you will not be at the very end of your loom, but just make sure that you laid 30 of them. So we're going to come back to the beginning, and we're going to choose the other side of the border. This is our skinny border on the left here, that grayish color, and I'm going to use this sparkle purple. I actually got these from the Treasure Trove kit from Amazon, Rainbow Loom Treasure Trove, and I seen it at Michael's, but they have it called something else. The combo kit is called something else, and I don't know the name of it, but I will have the Treasure Trove link below if anyone is interested. So we are just going to lay straight bands on the left bar pin, and we will be laying a total of 29 of these straight ones for a full length bracelet. If you're using 2 looms, then it will not be that many. You'll just go down to the end. And just to clarify, I said you're going to lay 29. That does include the last one that we bring in. I normally only count the straight ones, but for some reason, when I made this one with my notes, I included the band that we bring in to connect to the other side, and I'll show you in a minute what I'm talking about if you are confused. So right here we are going to connect or close it off, I guess, from the left to the right. That's the band that I'm talking about that I included. So including that band, you should have 29 of those. So you're definitely going to take a minute, go through and push all of these down, and then we will lay our next color. So now we're going to choose the last color, which is going to be the center one here. You can certainly play around and use more than one color if you want, like I did on this one. But I like how it looks with all one color, so I'm going to do this purple, light purple glitter. And starting on the first left pin, we're going to do a long diagonal stretch up to the second pin on the right. And we're going to do that all the way up. So starting on the left, coming up to the next one, and do a long diagonal stretch up. We would do that going all the way down the loom, and the only one we will not lay it on is the last one. So it's technically like the second to last pin, but I'll show you when we get down there. This weather, I just cannot keep up with it. One day it's chilly, and the next day it's super hot like summertime, and then it's pouring down rain, and then sunny, and then rain, and I'm in a hoodie one day, and then I'm wanting to pull my shorts out. It's driving me crazy. So I have one more to lay. And as you can see, the second to last pin, we are not going to lay one there because it will end up being really loose and it won't look right. So we're going to turn our loom around so the openings are facing us. We are going to grab one more. It doesn't matter if you use the left color or the right, but I am going to use, I gave the band count for the dark purple, which is whatever you laid on the left side when you were laying them. And we're going to place a cap band on that front pin right there. And now we can start the looping. So the first thing we're going to do is go into the cap band, and we are going to bring this top band to itself, which is to the right. And now we're going to go up and loop the whole right side, but they're not going straight. We're going to be looping them diagonal to the left. So we'll go into this corner pin here, grab the bottom band, and loop it diagonally to the left right there. We'll come up to the next one, grab that band, and that goes to the left. And we do that all the way up. My son had a soccer tournament this past weekend, and we had to drive 45 minutes to get there. And I kept being persistent, like asking how many teammates are going to be there, because we've had issues in the past with people not showing up when it's far away. And we get down there at 8 o'clock, and 2 kids showed up. The team we were supposed to play didn't even show, and the rest of our team didn't show. So we had like tournaments all throughout the day, and we played none. Oh, it was so upsetting. The kids were so upset, the ones that showed anyway. Yeah, that was really frustrating. I felt bad for them. And it was pouring down rain too, so that wasn't fun, standing out in the rain. Okay, so this is what everything should look like. That part was easy, so we're going to come back down to the beginning, and we're going to do some moving around, just like we did with the stitch right and the crisscross. We're going to come up to the second pin on the left. We're going to go in and grab the second band, which is whatever your diagonal band color was, my light purple. You're going to take it off the pin, pull it towards yourself, and reattach it to the pin below like that. You're not twisting or turning, we're just picking it up and moving it down a pin. Come up to the next pin that has your diagonal band on it. Pick it up, stretch it down towards yourself, and reattach it. I have to turn my loom a little bit because it is kind of awkward laying it back on the pin and you don't want to lose it. So be careful here. So just go slow. And if I didn't say so already, we're going to do this on every single diagonal band, so all the way up the loom. I started kind of daydreaming, I'm sorry. Alrighty, so I did my last one. Go ahead and hit the pause button until you have all of yours done, because you're probably still working on it. And then when you are done and caught up, come back to the beginning. I would go through and push them down just a little bit, and then I'll tell you what we're going to do next. So we are going to be looping up the left border now, but we alternate between doing something with the right side and then looping up the left. So the first thing we're going to do the first one is a little different because we have two bands there, right here. But what you're going to do is grab the second band on the right bottom pin here. You're going to bring it over the pin and bring it towards yourself and connect it to this pin down here like that. I know it might look a little weird, but that's what we have to do there. And then we're going to go into that corner pin, push all of the top bands out of the way so that you can grab that very bottom one, and you're going to loop it forward. We're going to come up to the second pin, and this one looks a little different too because we don't have any diagonal band connected to it, so that's literally the only band there. But we're going to grab it, you're going to bring it over to the left, connect it onto the pin. It will sit on top of the border we just looped up. We'll go into that same pin, push everything out of the way. There's a lot of bands there. Grab the very bottom and loop that forward. And now you'll start to see the actual repetitiveness. So there's two bands on every pin now. We're going to be grabbing the bottom one. So for me, it will be all of these dark purples. So we'll alternate between flipping that over, connecting it here, and then looping a border up. So I'm going to come over here. I reach right here, grab that dark purple, swing it over the pin, and bring it down to this pin right here and connect it. And then we'll go into that pin and loop the border straight up. Come over here. I'm going to grab the second band down, flip it over the pin, attach it to the left, and loop the border up. So that's what we'll do. We'll keep alternating those two steps. The only one that we do not do this on is the very, very top one. This is the last one that will swing over with the bottom band. So it's the second to last pin on the right. That's the last one that will do that swinging over step. Bring your border up to connect to the top. And then lastly, you will bring the very top bottom band into the top right center. And that will be it. You will need to grab your C-clip. Bring both ends together. And we will C-clip it. To take it off of the loom, just hold down and pull up. So when you take it off of the loom, you definitely want to give it a good stretch, as I always say, just to help things fall into place. And then you will come down to the bottom. Your cap band might be kind of tucked in, so just locate that and pull it. Once you pull it out, grab the other end, make sure it's not twisted, and connect. And there you have my completed single strand bracelet. Oh, I do like how the color combination came out. I wasn't too sure about it. But that's it, you guys. I think it was a pretty simple, easy tutorial. So hopefully you guys found the bracelet easy to make. If you like it, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button down below. It helps me out. And lastly, don't forget to tag me on Instagram so I can see your rendition. I am Loves to Loom on there as well. So that will be it for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you really soon at my next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.